You ever wonder why people seek validation? I thought about this a lot while I was writing, well, all my books really, but specifically when I was writing the Digital Concubine and Restoration Project, especially Restoration Project. It's like, why? Why do people seek validation online through texting? Why? Why? And it comes from a place of being wounded. That's where it comes from. We all have wounds. Every one of us have wounds. We just don't really want to admit to it. It's a tough thing to admit that we've been wounded, but we do. We are. And so it's how does it manifest itself? Like how does it show up? How does that wound show up? Sometimes it's an insecurity. Sometimes it's just you just don't trust yourself. Or in some cases, some people are just stuck on themselves and they want attention. But that's where it really comes from. It comes from a wound. Something is creating it. It's a symptom of something else. But this is how it's coming out. And it's that dopamine hit. It's that dopamine hit. Uh, and a false one at that. It's just like any drug. Just like any drug. Dopamine, a false dopamine, you have to seek more and more and more because you're never satisfied. It lasts for a little bit, for a few seconds maybe. You get that hit of dopamine. Let's just say that you're texting someone and venting about your partner. And that person on the other line or on the other end, they don't really know everything that's going on. And so you can kind of manipulate the story a little bit. And so that person is going to empathize with you. And they're going to tell you all the things that you want to hear to make yourself feel better about yourself because you're not addressing the actual wound. That's just an example and a good example because it's all over the internet or in social media. Everybody's talking about it. My gosh, are they talking about it? So, and that's one of the reasons why I personally started thinking about it. You know, why? Um, So you're getting that dopamine hit, and then it feels good for a little while, but then comes the aftermath. Then there comes the loneliness. There comes the crash. We'll call it a crash. So you got to hit that dopamine hit again. So you're going to go out and you're going to seek it, and it's again, it's just going to you're just going to need more and more and more and more and more in order to try and feel satisfied. And at the end of the day, we all want Eden. That's what we want. We want Eden. We want to feel good. We want perfection, really. We're just looking for Eden in the wrong places. It's disordered. Now, a rightly ordered person, someone who is rightly ordered, they get dopamine hits all the time, all day, by how they live their life. It's not fake dopamine. It's not something they're seeking. It's not something that they're looking for, but they live a rightly ordered life, or as close as we can in these modern times, as close as we can. Um, but that's just a person that's pretty much handled their wounds, so to speak. Maybe not healed or completely healed, but they cope well. And they don't need to constantly go out and seek that validation because they validate themselves. And they do it by how they live their life. They don't have anything that they're hiding. They don't have any shame. And if they have had shame, they've dealt with it. So now I lost my train of thought, which I tend to do, because then my mind starts going into other things too. Because now I'm thinking, okay, now we're talking about shame, da 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 da. So I'm kind of losing my arc a little bit. But again, This isn't scripted. I don't really plan on doing any editing or anything like that in any of my videos, any of them. I'm just going to put it up there raw. And it's really, honestly, it's about a conversation. Every single one of these is about a conversation. So I think I'm going to conclude this video this way. And that is, you know, really think about it. I think a lot of times people out there seeking validation don't even realize that they're doing it. Not really. Especially like in the example that I gave earlier, where somebody has to text somebody that they really shouldn't be, and yeah, uh, or other things. So yeah, I think a lot of people don't really realize that they are seeking validation. They don't look at it that way. They're just trying to feel better. So, thanks for watching.